Good day, ladies and gentlemen, a Fistful of Goats here, and once again we're coming up to set rotation day in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I know it's called a ban list, but let's be honest here, it's set rotation, where Konami takes decks that are currently popular in the meta, kills them off, and then sells us a new product. That's basically what it is. So honestly, I don't really think we're going to get that much in terms of banning this year. I think we're going to see Branded Explosion get hit, because they want to sell the new branded card, which is the same thing, and that way they haven't got to hit the Gimmick Puppet deck. I hope Diabolus gets burned in hell. Fuck that card. Sorry, actually I'm going to go on a little rant here. This is one of the most annoying cards I've ever played against. Because, first of all, it forces you to have multiples in your extra deck of certain cards, which jacks up the price of decks in this format. Secondly, it takes cards off your deck, so it means you can't find your answers easy. This thing is literally just feels bad, the card. Get it out of here. And possibly Cyberstein, although, in my personal opinion, I don't think this card's going to get banned on this list. They want to sell the new super heavy stuff. This card is good in that deck. It gives it a way to play other than its FTK. So I think what they're going to do is keep it unbanned for this list, let it run amok in Super Heavy Samurai for a couple of months, and ban it next list. So let's go on to the limited stuff now, and I think there are three big things you want to hit in the limited list: Runic, Sprites, and Kashtira. We'll start with Kashtira, get that out of the way first. Fenrir should go to 1. Pankratops is at 1, so the better Pankratops should also be at 1. Unicorn could also be at 1, depending on how hard you want to hit Kashtira. I think you should put it to 1, but I can see arguments for or against that. With the Runics, again, this is very easy. Fountain to 1, Tip to 1. If you put Fountain to 1, then it basically gives you an easy way to beat the deck, because if you Cosmic Cyclone it once, the deck is very difficult to play. And if you put Tip to 1, it makes the deck much less consistent. I've heard talked about maybe banning Hugin, but I don't think that's really necessary if you do these hits. So I'd say either do this or ban Hugin. And in terms of the Sprite hits, I agree with the masses that Starter should go to 1, definitely. However, I think the blue should be hit over Jet, in my opinion. I get the argument of hitting Jet, because you want to make sure that you only have 2 copies of Starter, not 4. But my argument is, if you hit blue to 1, it means you're limiting the amount of times the opponents can put up negates with red and carrot. And it also technically makes you have less copies of Starter, because you only have one other way to search the Jet if you don't open it. I can see either or in that case, but that's what I would do for the 3 big decks. Outside of that, I think we should put Dryden to 1. Yeah, I know. Zodiac's been great twice, but at this point, what's it going to do? Put up 1 Dryden and a couple of back row? Yeah, Labyrinth says hi. Honestly, Zodiac is definitely still splashable, I'm not discounting that, but I generally think the deck is past its prime at this point. So I say put Dryden to 1, let's see how it does. Other than that, I think most of the Dragon Rulers can come to 1, definitely the Fire one can. The Walls one I think is perfectly safe. I can see the arguments for the Earth not 1, because, we've still got a lot of Earth decks, but I think we could try them all at 1 and see how it goes. Glow Up Bulb with Halcyon, I think this can go back to 1 for a try. I mean, Destrudo was just as powerful as Glow Up Bulb, and it's come to 3 and nobody really cares. And finally, I think Orcust Harp Horror could come to 1. The deck really isn't going to do anything at this point. The most it would do is give Orcust, would be making Orcust playable again, which is not going to be meta, and might see splashes in Tier Element or something like that. So those are my limited thoughts. Now moving on to the Banlist Parole section, otherwise known as the semi-limited list. Let's see which cards we can put to 2 in preparation to go in the 3 next list. First of all, I think Sky Striker Mobilize Engage can go to 2 at this point. Sky Strikers have been dead since the Bestials came out. Putting this to 2 isn't going to do that much for the deck. I generally think we can throw them this bone. If you want to hit the deck a bit, you could put Branded Fusion to 2. It wouldn't kill the deck or anything, but it would make the deck less consistent, which could be good, I'm not sure. I think Miscellaneous Saurus could go to 2 at this point, to prepare it for going to 3 next list, because I don't think it's going to do that much anymore. And here's what I'd like to see. Spiral, Quick Fix to 2. Since Master Plan got banned, Spiral's not going to be a top tier deck again. Putting this to 2 just gives it another machine tube target, making the deck a bit more consistent. but I don't think it'll do much else. And also, other than that, I also think we should be taking Pot of Desires and styling off the list to 3. They've proven they won't do much, and so I'm sorry, but as long as Prosperity is still a thing, Desires is not going to see play in any deck that doesn't want to banish their cards like Sword Soul or Virtual World or something like that. Finally, for the cards I think should go to 3 in this list, like I said, Pot and Styling have saved their time, they're not going to do anything, I'd put them to 3. I would say Gazelle can go to 3 at this point, it's not going to do anything. Lunalight Tiger, that can go to 3, again, the deck hasn't really done much recently. And that's about it, I think. Also, for some cards that some people think should get hit, but I disagree with, let's go over those quickly. I think Dimensional Barrier will not get hit. I could see it happening, but I don't think it will. I don't think Skilled Drain will get hit because it's not seeing much play in meta-relevant decks at the moment. And it gives Konami a way for new players to have a decent, powerful deck. I think that's about it. So yeah, that's my prediction for the ban list, guys. I'll see you guys for my next structure deck video in a couple of days. See you soon.